I'm joined here backstage with Scott from Frightened Rabbit. So, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. Yeah,
Are you enjoying the lovely South Coast weather?
Oh, it's reminding me of Scotland. It's fine. Yeah, it's been pretty grey the past few days, but yeah, no, we've been indoors most of the time, so it's fine.
Yeah, not too bad. How's the tour going for you so far?
Great. We're only 3 dates in, but it's been a good start. You know, it's always a bit like edgy playing like half a set of new songs and stuff, and it's sort of like you're working your way down the set. It's like, oh god, but so much further to go, you know. But it's been great, you know. It just feels like a nice fresh start for the band again, you know.
I was going to ask that because the new album Pedestrian has only just recently come out.
Yeah.
How have the fans been reacting to it? Have you had good reception?
Really well, considering, you know, I always try and put myself in the sort of shoes of a fan when we're playing a show, and it's like I've been at shows where there's a lot of new material being played, and I've only had like a week to get used to the album, and so it's a lot to ask. But the reaction's been amazing. Yeah, the fans have been really obviously listening intently before they come to the show. So yeah, it's been really positive.
And also, was it 2012 and 2013 have been a huge year for Frightened Rabbit. What do you think the key to the success has been, especially with this new album?
Well, you know, I think we've just worked hard. You know, it should be more complex than that. But you know, we've toured a lot. We didn't. Even though whilst we were still making an album the past 2 years, we tried to continue to get out on the road and, you know, reconnect with fans and stuff like that. And changing labels made a big difference for us. We joined Atlantic. It's a sort of bigger operation than we were used to on Fat Cat, which was a tiny label in Brighton. So a lot has changed, but really the secret is to work hard, you know.
Yeah, and also you've been very, very successful in America as well. Do you think it's just been because you've relentlessly toured out there?
Yeah,
I think that's helped a lot.
Absolutely, there's no other way to do it. I mean, without a kind of massive marketing machine, which we never had, we had to just get in a different type of machine called a van. and get about. You know, this tour that we're about to embark on next month will be our sort of 12th US tour, and it's taken a while. You know, I think a lot of people see a sort of level of success that we have there now and think it's like just handed to us, but it's not. You know, it's earned, and
a lot of work.
So yeah, and it's a lot of miles, a lot of terrible damage to the environment as well.
So quite a lot of fans are discovering you on this new album, because you signed to Atlantic, getting a bigger reach. What would you say are the 5 essential Frightened Rabbit tracks people should listen to if they've only heard Pedestrian Verse?
Ooh, what would you say? I could just tell you my favourite ones. So should we do that?
Yeah, that'll do.
I think Modern Leopard's a good one to get into. Old Fashioned from the same record. I really like Things from the record before that. Probably don't listen to our first one. That we were still kind of finding our feet there. So just leave that one. Forget that one exists. Another 2. I think. Have a go at Foot Shooter and Keep Yourself Warm for the vulgar language.
Cool. So how do you keep yourself entertained on tour? Because you're on the road an awful lot. I was looking at the schedule and you've got like maybe 1 or 2 days off in months.
DVD box sets are helpful, books, you know, there's a lot of time just sitting around waiting for something to happen, you know, and so yeah, I mean when it's slightly better weather, it's nice to go out and see a city, you know, because a lot of places, now that we're on a tour bus, we're able to wake up and explore. You know, it's great. So yeah, there's lots of ways of killing time, but we try and keep them healthy ways of killing time.
Do you have any home comforts on the rider?
Well, whiskey. Yeah, I mean that's like that's a comforter, and also very good for the voice. It's medicinal. I tell my dad, you know. So it's absolutely necessary. Yeah, but that's one thing that we couldn't really do without.
Yeah.
I've not alcoholics.
To put that out there.
Yeah.
I've noticed a lot. You've been tweeting about HMV and that. Yeah. What does it mean to you personally, and as the band?
Well, you know, I mean, it's still just a major supplier of music to the general population. You know, I don't think that can be overlooked or you know. I think for me personally though, I've got a very nostalgic, memory of before the internet, going to HMV, going onto the listening posts and finding new music that way rather than clicking around SoundCloud or whatever it is. And so, but nostalgia is one thing, and it doesn't mean that it deserves to still exist. If it's failing at what it's trying to do, then then there's something wrong, which is unfortunate. But you know, I would certainly mourn. I mean, where I live in Edinburgh, all 5 shops are being closed down. You know,
that's an awful lot.
That's an awful lot, isn't it? So that means, I mean, that will be to the benefit of the one indie retailer that I know in Edinburgh. He's over the moon, you know, and it will help. You know, so there's a sort of silver lining in that a lot of struggling independent shops will now find themselves with hopefully a slightly better, you know, market.
Yeah. So what does 2013 hold for Fright and Rabbit? I know you've got the tour, then you've got the US tour, which has taken up quite a lot of time, but are you going to have a little bit of a rest over the summer, or is it festivals?
It's got to be festivals. I mean, yeah, you know, we've seen the benefit at the same time, you know, of really working the festivals in the summer. You know, you can come out with like having doubled your fan base, really.
Yeah.
You know, because you've got this field full of people. It's just to me, it's just a massive opportunity. Of course, it's great to play to existing fans and stuff, but I love the challenge of like bringing people in and like just passing by a tent. It's like, that sounds alright. You know, I've found some of my favourite bands that way. So
yeah.
As many festivals as we can humanly possibly do, we're gonna tackle them. Yeah.
So do you prefer like playing live, you know, festivals or your own gigs, or being in the studio?
Well, they're all such separate kind of modes, and I think being in the studio is a different mindset from being in front of a festival crowd, and which is again different from your own show. You know, so you almost have to switch between. You know, I think a festival you have to be aware that things are probably going to go wrong and it's not going to be perfect. Your own show might be a little bit more, and the studio is for me like a way of achieving as close to perfection as you can. Yeah. So yeah, these are really different things, and it's nice to have that variety.
Cool. Well, thank you very much. That's literally all we wanted.
Great.
So best of luck tonight. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely amazing.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you very much.